Hi everyone and welcome to Smart Culture Education. This is the place where we make learning simple, clear and engaging. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you can join us on this journey of mastering maths, science and more. The diagram represents a train moving along a straight track. The combined mass of the train and its passengers is 750,000 kilograms. The train is initially traveling at a speed of 84 meters per second. The driver applies the brakes and over a period of 80 seconds, the train slows down to a speed of 42 meters per second. Now this question has two parts. A, determine the impulse acting on the train during this time, and B, calculate the average resultant force acting on the train while it is slowing down. So what I'll do is I'll add all the important information to the diagram, starting with the mass of the train. The mass of the train is 750,000 kilograms. The initial speed of the train is 84 meters per second and the final speed is 42 meters per second. And the time taken is 80 seconds. Part A asks for the impulse. Now remember, impulse equals change in momentum. So let's focus on the change in momentum. So the change in momentum in this case will be equal to the mass of the train multiplied by the final speed minus the initial speed. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to substitute the known values into this formula. Now we know that the mass of the train is equal to 750,000. We know that the final speed is equal to 42 and we know that the initial speed is equal to 84. Now 42 minus 84 is equal to negative 42. What you have to do next is you have to multiply this value negative 42 by 750,000. You will get an answer of negative 315,000,000. And remember the unit, kilograms, meters per second. I want you to take a look at the negative sign over here. The negative sign tells us the momentum decreases. So the impulse is 31.5 million Newton seconds, acting opposite to the direction of motion. I'm going to round it to two significant figures. So then it will become 3.2 multiplied by 10, the power of 7 Newton seconds. Now let's move on to part B. Part B asks for the average resultant force. Now remember, force equals the change in momentum or the impulse divided by the time. Now we have the time and we have the impulse, so we can just divide these two values. So it will be 31,500,000 divided by 80 seconds, and this will give you an answer of 393,750 newtons. So the average resultant force is 3.94, I'm rounding it to three significant figures, multiplied by 10 to the power of 5 newtons, acting opposite to the motion. Thank you for watching today's video on Smart Culture Education. If you found it helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to stay updated, tap the notification bell so you never miss our next lesson. See you in the next video.